It's Week 10 of the NFL, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the 49ers and the Buccaneers, next on EA Sports.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Oldsey. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here come the 49ers, and they are led by Brock Purdy. You know the story, taken last in the 2022 draft. The last two seasons, he has led the Niners deep in the playoffs, and it's his third season, Greg, as the QB for San Francisco.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
Purdy works out of the pistol. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. He'll get out of bounds. A gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. To throw once more, it's Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing again is Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have that first down. Gain of 6 as they convert on 3rd down. They'll throw again with Purdy. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy going to put it up again. That's caught by McCaffrey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Back to the air again is Purdy. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and let's see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. Back to the air is Purdy. He's got it inside the 5. He is in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Makes the score Niners 7, Buccaneers nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Trey Palmer. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers led out by their quarterback, Baker Mayfield. He was in Cleveland and Carolina, and then with the Rams. But now year 2, and it feels like he's found a home. Greg here with the Buccaneers.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
To the left side, to Godwin. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 39-yard line.
They send Godwin in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Buccaneers first down. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That is taken in by the veteran, Mike Evans.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. Right back to Irving. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Irving. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former Florida State Seminole.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
1st and 10. Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. Still going. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
As that play unfolded, Mike, I thought he was going to have a chance to find the end zone for the 2nd time here today. And I'll be honest, if I'm the play caller, by the end of this drive, I might give him one more shot at the end zone. But either way, they got to be thinking coming away here with 6.
We are through 1. The Niners have the early advantage. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. That is brought in at the 10. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown, San Francisco. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Makes the score Niners 14, Buccaneers nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Baker Mayfield and the Bucs ready to get back to work. As we check the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he is right up there among the best in the NFL. 1st and 10 now from the 36. Baker gonna give it to Irving. He'll push forward for about a yard. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. They send Godwin in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's Godwin. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
They'll run with Irving. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
That's good. For the Buccaneers, 1st down.
On the handoff, it's Irving. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. To throw is Mayfield. A short one there to Otten. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Evans. 11 yards on the connection there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he'll get forward for a couple. Jair Brown on the tackle. 2nd down and 8. Mayfield to throw. Godwin working the right side.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the 1st down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up 1st downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Here's 2nd and 9. Tight end motioning left. A give. This is Irving. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up first and goal.
First down. First down and goal to go.
Mayfield. And he's in. Mike Evans. Touchdown Buccaneers.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. To return is Ricky Pearsall. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A gain of 27 on the play. And a 49er first down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Purdy again. Taking off. Now, players shaken up after that play, and it's Brock Purdy who needs some assistance. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff chance to look him over during the break. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Allen working from the pistol. He keeps it himself. The Niners will use their 3rd and final timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And to pick up 3 or maybe 4, the veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 6. So, halftime here, it's the visitors, the 49ers, who are on top as we toss it an hour or so east to Orlando. And Jonathan Coachman standing by for the EA Sports halftime report. All yours. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Before we get to this next drive, I want to take a look ahead what's coming up in prime time starting tonight. Sunday Night Football, two of the biggest surprises from last year in the NFL. Lions and Texans at NRG Stadium. And then on Monday night, it'll be the Dolphins and Rams in Southern California.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Here comes Otten in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always
under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21. At the 41.
Here comes Otten in motion. Second down throw for Mayfield. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll drop this underneath to White. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy, and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's complete to Kittle, the tight end.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. And the 49ers down.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
third and short. Purdy. And that is incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. From the gun, it's Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Throwing again is Purdy. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. To throw once more, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Purdy. He'll try to run for it. Going to stop this here for injury. One of the Buccaneers is down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 49ers first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Purdy. This one caught by the back, out of the backfield. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to...
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On is Moody to add the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 21-7 lead. kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Palmer now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Tampa Bay offense. They're going to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. To the left side, to Godwin.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
This one caught left side by Evans. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's Irving. He's got space inside the 25. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Off he goes.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And the Bucs are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Throwing is Mayfield. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. A tight end in motion now. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up. They'll drop to throw. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Purdy works out of the pistol. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And that is incomplete. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down mark. Now Purdy. Incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. They'll wind up giving the ball over on downs. This is 1st and 10. Mayfield. That's to the rookie, third-rounder Jalen McMillan. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores. And it's first. Pressure gets there. And down he goes. Now on 2nd and long. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. This one on target to Godwin. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers draw closer here. It's 21-14. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here, an onside kick, not much of a chance.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start, 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.